It was the morning of his first ever Olympic Games, but when his alarm went off, out of habit, he hit the snooze button. Moments later, his alarm went off again, and in his tired haze, Redmond Gerard once again hit snooze. The time continued to tick away, and it was beginning to seem like Red's chances of even competing in the snowboarding event he had come all this way for were slipping through his fingers before the competition even began. At just 17 years old, Red was one of the youngest athletes who was supposed to be hitting the slopes that day. Starting at just 2 years old, Red practically spent more time on a snowboard than he did walking, and his family of 9 were by his side every step of the way. They even decided to move from Ohio all the way to Colorado when Red was 7 to provide more opportunities for Red to pursue his passion. After honing his skills on the Rocky Mountains, he officially joined the ranks of the professionals a year before the Olympics, when he was just 16 years old. Although he was young, Red was already performing at the highest level, taking first place in the FIS World Cup, followed by another gold medal in the Mammoth World Cup. It was beginning to seem like he just couldn't lose. Then, in early 2018, Red again pulled off first place at the Toyota US Grand Prix in Aspen, qualifying him for the US Olympic team. Red was going to compete at the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. It was the moment he'd been working towards ever since he was a toddler, but when the day came, not everything went to plan. Red and his teammate Kyle Mack relaxed in their hotel room watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the evening before the big day. However, Red stayed up in bed watching the show a little too late, and he ended up dozing off in the middle of the show. When his alarm went off the next morning at 6 a.m., in his tired haze, Red hit snooze multiple times. And it wasn't until 20 minutes later when Kyle finally shook him awake, Red jumped up and got ready as fast as he could. But he soon realized that his ski jacket was missing. With no time to go searching, Red was forced to borrow Kyle's jacket as he rushed to the slopes before it was too late. Despite the frantic morning, Red made it to the event on time. However, in the first 2 runs of the slopestyle event, whether it be the lack of sleep or the chaotic morning, things weren't looking great for Red. He couldn't land a full run, and he was stuck at the bottom of the leaderboard in 11th place. However, in slopestyle, the judges only count your best run, so as Red lined up for his final run, he knew it was time to lock in. And as he threw himself over each obstacle, it started to feel like it was all finally coming together. With each landing, Red's confidence came back, and as he rocketed towards the final jump, with only one more trick standing between him and potential victory, he actually looked pretty calm. And in that moment, Red catapulted from 11th place all the way up the leaderboard, and he became the youngest American man to ever win an Olympic gold medal in snowboarding.